What's up, guys? We got a great video from that boy Will. Smart NFL player shows how to protect your millions from gold diggers.
Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver Xavier Worthy has been released from jail after he was arrested for felony domestic abuse. The charges were dropped this afternoon by a district attorney in Texas.
Lawyers say Worthy asked the accuser to leave his home several times over the past 2 weeks after discovering she was cheating on him. They say a private investigator has video evidence of that infidelity. The lawyers say she refused to leave and tried to extort Worthy on several different occasions, but did not say how. They did say she destroyed a room in Worthy's home and scratched his face and ripped out parts of his hair. At the time of the incident, Worthy told law enforcement he did not want to
Okay, so they want to take your money and they want to cheat on you. And in return, if you try to call them out or you want them to leave, they want to attack you or try to put you in a bad situation.
But come to find out, he was not, in fact, lying. He will not be charged, but there is a further investigation pending at this point. His lawyers and himself is cooperating. So come to find out that although he was arrested, there was a lot of other details that was very, very murky in the beginning. But since details have come out about the infidelity, her trying to pull out his hair, scratch his face, since then, charges have been dropped and he will not be charged with this incident. And two things come out of this situation, I would say. This is advice to all young men and women, I will say. It is National Women's History Month, by the way. This is of advice to each and every last one of you. Be very, very careful about who you let in your circles or who you keep in your circles when you go to the next level, whether that be at your job, whether that be fitness, whatever that you're on. Because not a lot of people want to be on that train for the right reason. And a lot of people, when they are not in charge of that train, they will wreck it. And when they feel like the gravy train is slipping from them and the biscuit wheels starting to fall off the train, they real wreck the train. If they can't run it or stay on it, wreck it. And who invented that phrase? Nicky Barnes. And if you don't know who Nicky Barnes is, go out there and look it up. Because he said, quote unquote, if I can't be in charge of the train, I will wreck this mouth. Go look it up. Secondly,
this is what we mean by double standards. Xavier Worthy, who plays for the Kansas City Chiefs, found out his girl, fiance, significant other was cheating on him. There's video footage. She was asked to leave the premises multiple times. She assaults him, starts destroying stuff in the home. The cops get called. Guess who goes to jail? Not to mention there was a headline by ESPN saying he was arrested, just to only follow up a couple hours later saying that the charges were dropped. Yeah. But why did he have to go to jail first? Why did he have to go to jail? That's my whole point. That's ridiculous.
TIA Jones set up the traps to ensure that Xavier Worthy's $16 million contract would be completely ruined. However, Worthy had the last laugh. After the Chiefs' rookie Worthy experienced the defeat in the Super Bowl, he was caught in an accusation controversy. He was arrested in Georgetown on March 7th on the charge of domestic violence. Subsequently, Worthy's fiancée Jones hinted on social media that she was the one who filed the accusation. The two had been engaged last year, so why did Worthy suddenly commit domestic violence? In fact, it was all a trap set by Jones in an attempt to get her fiancé's $16 million. Because Jones was caught cheating by Worthy. As a national athlete, she had to safeguard her reputation. Out of desperation, she chose to accuse Worthy of committing domestic violence against her. But in reality, it was Jones who perpetrated the domestic violence. From the photos of Worthy when he was arrested, it can be seen that his face had been scratched by Jones, his hair had been pulled out, and she even smashed up a room. In addition, Jones also tried to extort money. Because once Worthy was convicted of domestic violence, he would face a prison sentence of 2 to 10 years. In that case, the $16 million contract that Worthy had just signed with the Chiefs would naturally be inherited by Jones. Fortunately, Jones didn't succeed. Worthy's lawyer declared that the case had been dismissed, and the surveillance video proved that Worthy didn't commit domestic violence. Everyone thought that it was Jones who should be sent to—
This is terrible, and these people that accuse other people of wrongdoing, when they've not done it, they go unpunished. There should be some law um, to prevent this kind of thing, because I mean, men are at risk. You are at risk of even dating or even marrying such type of a woman, especially if you are, if you are a musician, you are an athlete, whatever you do, where you are. Almost everybody knows that you are making this kind of money that is guaranteed unless you are injured or some. But even if you are injured, you have some insurance plans that will cover up for your contract or something. But like, I mean, there should be a way. Even us men, I think it's time we woke up and we try to, by any means, to safeguard the hard-earned income, our reputation, and whatever comes with it, all the hard work that you put into something, we should try by all means to safeguard. There are ways you can do it. I think maybe if you have money, these guys have money. You can have you can have to do some consultancy of some kind to make sure that your financial well-being is well protected against such type of woman. Imagine you meet a woman today, 1 year down the line, and she wants to take everything you've worked for the rest of your life. Come on, guys.
And look how this chameleon acts like she's just perfect person, bro. Watch this next clip.
Okay, so come with me to Dana life as an NFL wife. They are in training camp right now. Baby's in camp. He's already getting prepped and prepared or whatever. So just gonna give y'all a fit of today. Don't mind the water because I was doing my hair, but I'm gonna wear these shoes with this bag. Okay, I'm all ready to go. I got my little fan that I've been using, and all the other wives is like, oh, gee, you're so smart for a fan. I need to get one on Amazon and go around my neck, but all ready to go. Okay, so I get in the car and I head on over to the facility. It's not that far of a drive, but I get there and the first thing that I have to do is check in. This is like a certain lot for friends and family, so we just go to the back of the lot. We go to the tent.
Thank you.
And she already knew who I was, and she just handed me my sticker. And this is so we'll be able to get into the friends and family VIP section. This is just some footage of us driving on the go-karts and us getting up the hill, and then we have to go through these metal detectors, and then I'm finally through. And where I'm pointing at, that's where I have to go up the hill to see them at, and that's where the VIP tent is. Here's the tent. Just a quick view of the field and the family area. All those are fans, but where I'm pointing at is where the players will walk down to and then come to the field. And here's baby here with his homeboys, his teammates, and they're walking down getting ready for practice, and the fans be screaming so hard. Like, the Chiefs fans are crazy. But this is just some footage of Xavier making some plays. He did pretty good this day, but I think in total he has a total of like 7 or 8 touchdowns since camp has started, so that's exciting. I can tell you that the Chiefs fans are very excited for him. But after it's all over, I'm able to see him and walk with him. So he normally just like tells me to come on when I just walk out the gate. And the fans normally just start screaming and ask for autographs and stuff. But we just walk up the hill and see all the fans are screaming his name. And we just walk up the hill so he can drop off his stuff. He drops off his, and then we just sit and talk. He's talking about how hot it was outside. It'd be so hot out there. I don't know how you do it. I guess it was a hard day at practice. It was hard. It was hot. And then I say my goodbyes and I'll see you later.
Now, watching the video like this, you be like, damn, she a ride or die for her man. She going out there to support this dude. She's hanging out at the practice when she could be doing a million other things. That's crazy. But my question is this: at what point in time during that day did she go sneak off to be with the sneaky link? Was it before she went to the facility to watch him practice, or was it after? Like, what point in time of the day did she go see the nigga that she was cheating with? That's what I want to know.
Women. I saw a video the other day where somebody was saying that women, they are more of opportunists. You know, they are opportunists. They never care whether you've been consistent, providing, or nice, or whatever it is. As long as they see an opportunity to do better than they are at that particular time, they won't even give a thought about you. You understand? And with this guy, in most cases, guys like these are targets. They target them. Why? Because they want their lifestyle. They care so much about their lifestyle than anything else. Especially for a woman that has some social media presence. She wants to post all that to her TikTok. That's all she cares about. It's not like she's caring about him when he's doing his training. She's supporting him. Nah, she's not doing it for that. She's doing it for the lifestyle. So, being engaged or married to him and still cheat tells you everything that you need to know, that she doesn't care about him. She only cares about what he can do for her, and she saw it an opportunity, or maybe, you know, if she feels that she can have his money and not be able to date him anymore, she's gonna take that route. Why do you think women file for divorces in most cases when they know or they can guarantee that there will be a payout of some kind? They're gonna have the money and they won't have to deal with you. You understand? So, certain measures has to be taken to protect yourself financially, guys. And I think for a man that has made so much money or that's making so much money, it's easier to get some professional advice on how best you can deal with that. Maybe if it's put up in a trust or some, and then maybe you name yourself as a beneficiary, or I don't know, but there should be a way to deal with it, you know?
This whole Xavier Worthy situation should be bigger than what it is. She ripped bro locks out, and now he had to cut him off and get a fade. The fact that he was getting abused and cheated on this whole time, and he still ended up getting locked up, was insane. If I don't see this woman in jail in the next 24 hours, I am going to flip, because they locked him up same day with no proof, just word of mouth. Had bro on the headlines of social media going viral with no proof. Also, this goes to show you that no matter what you do as a man, if she doesn't respect you or love you enough, no matter if you're an NFL millionaire professional football player, she will cheat on you. It don't matter about your accolades and what you can provide. She will steal her dirt. You could be making millions and she won't respect the time that you have to make those millions, so she will cheat on you. You're gone. Like this situation. Also, for raising a young, her had to keep hands to herself, because she might that he ain't not move the fuck out. Some guys for that, including myself. No man or nobody's putting on me. This is bisexual.